The book is not moving for these 2 days. So I believe
I'm trained as an architect, and toilets are always the last space to be considered, and they're often designed by the most junior design team member. And I always think that the bathroom is really a missed opportunity for design and experience. And I take that as a challenge, I guess, to try to reinvent how we consider these spaces and what we do in them, and how we also perceive ourselves in these spaces. For me, I think art and design are very much entwined, especially in today's economies of art presentations. I am trained as an architect and a designer, but I guess I feel that I produce artwork, to be shown in art institutions. I don't think the distinction is so important personally, considering that I don't sell anything. So I feel like, if I was a designer and I was selling tons of furniture, I might, feel like I was more of a designer. But I think that the two worlds are so porous, and kind of cross-fertilizing, that I think it's ever more difficult to distinguish between them, and I actually think that distinction is not so relevant.
More and more contemporary art is paying attention to the fashion industry, and I think that the boundaries between those industries are blurring a little bit. And essentially, historically, those industries have been quite similar for a number of decades now. I think perhaps it's just internally the way that people operating within those industries think about the industries themselves.
From the international interests that had tacitly backed their defeat. Contemporary art galleries, which opened in the immediate aftermath of 2009's war crimes. Instead, they made it easier for business interests from the south to settle the former terminal homeland.
This is a long-term artwork in the form of a startup called New Elam. which is a company that my colleagues and I are founding in order to provide a flexible global housing subscription.